Before we get started, this review was sponsored by Renta, a digital manga rental and purchasing platform where you can sample, rent, and purchase officially translated manga in various genres like shoujo, seinen, josei, and BL. If you'd like to support the BL library, check out a free sample of this manga that we're reviewing today by clicking the link in the description. Thank you so much for your support, Renta, and thank you, the viewer, for watching. To start with, the art style in this is very classic. While some people would probably love it, it's not for me. I especially don't care for the size and shape of their noses, plus the size of their hair or the back of their heads in relation to the proportion of the rest of their features is so odd looking. A random but interesting note is that Asahina sometimes looks like he's a character from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not sure if that's a positive or a negative, but I do know it highlights how inconsistent the style is, which makes me sad. The little chibis are super cute, and some regular panels are on the cute side, but they can't carry the art for this. While we're on the topic of the art, I want to talk about the spicy scenes. There is lots of smut in this, but it is, unfortunately, pretty stiff and awkward. I honestly found myself cringing or laughing throughout those scenes. I'm not sure if it's due to the older style of the art or something else, but they look quite silly. If you're coming in for a seriously hot and steamy time, that's not here. If you'd like to laugh at some awkward and cringy smut, on the other hand, come on in. Unfortunately, the story isn't much better. There is one plot point that really bothers me. There's a subplot where Junya finds a picture of a man standing beside his pregnant mom. It's pretty evident that this will be revealed to be his real biological father, but once this is presented to us, it isn't brought up again until the very last chapter. It happens at the end of the second chapter, and then what follows doesn't even touch on this plot point. I had to go back and reread those panels to ensure I wasn't missing something, because it came off like a page was missing. I wish this hadn't even been brought up until it was going to be explored, because by the time it was explored, I had just given up on it altogether. However, there is one major win in the series. Based on the first chapter, I wasn't expecting it to be funny. It was noted as being a comedy, but the opening didn't feel like it was building up to anything humorous. Zen comes off as an aloof asshole, and I was expecting a pretty intense slow burn where Junya eventually tears down the president's hard exterior. To my pleasant surprise, however, Zen turns out to be a silly little love bug. He's airheaded and gregarious, the complete opposite of the character we're initially presented with. In my opinion, he makes it impossible not to love him, which makes Junya's instant attraction and romance much more believable. I adored Zen's real personality, and I think this reveal made the story much more palatable than I had anticipated.